Hey there, good to see you. Today we're taking a look at a new camera bag. This is the Urban Explore from Shimoda. If you're not familiar with the brand, you've never heard of the company before, Shimoda is a camera bag manufacturer that is primarily known for their outdoor-centric camera bags. Their bags are popular with wildlife photographers, landscape photographers like me, people who do, a fair amount of hiking, mountaineering, people who carry heavy gear. And I actually have two of those bags here. This one here is the rather dirty 35-liter Explore bag. This is the Explore V2. And they also make this bag here. This is the Action X bag. This one is designed more for for like rain and snow and colder weather. But the Urban Explorer, as indicated by its name, is a different type of bag. This is a bag that is designed for the concrete jungle, for where you live, for, day hikes, day trips, weekend trips. I've been traveling around with this bag for the past few weeks. I've been flying with it. I've gone on some trips with it. And in this video, I'm going to share with you what I think about it. Before we go any further, I do need to let you know that Shimoda did provide me with this bag to produce this review and for feedback and testing ahead of their Kickstarter launch. They have not paid for this video. They've not sponsored this video. They've not had any editorial input in the content of this video. They are seeing the video at the exact same time you are. So everything you are going to hear in this video is my honest and unbiased opinion about this bag. So the bag you're looking at here, this is obviously the black colorway, but you can also get this bag in a tan colorway, really nice looking color if that is more your speed. The size is 25 liters, but there's also a 20 liter and a 30 liter size too. I flew with this bag, I traveled with it, used it in a bunch of different situations, and it is really nice having a smaller camera bag, something that's fits easier in an overhead bin, something that fits easier underneath your feet, easier to travel with and move around with. It's just, it's much nicer than, lugging this big thing around, through an airport and, getting in and out of cars and all that kind of stuff. So definitely like the smaller size. So the exterior shell of the bag, this is a like around a 300 D weight nylon. I'll put the number up here on screen. And this material is really interesting because this material is primarily made from recycled plastics. And it has a very different finish on it. It helps minimize scratches, blemishes that can occur from, scraping the bag up against a wall or, up against the ground, something like that. And I think it just looks really nice too. It gives it, it's obvious when you look at it that like this is a more like tech bag as opposed to an outdoor bag. I think the choice of color and material for this bag is spot on. Like their outdoor bags, the bag is coated with a polyurethane finish in order to help repel moisture and water. The bag's not completely waterproof, but it does help repel moisture. And actually, speaking of that, before I forget, because I know I'm going to overlook this, the bag includes a free rain cover. Some camera bag manufacturers, you have to buy these separately from the bag, but Shimoda includes one of these with the bag, as they do with their Action X and their Explore outdoor bags. And you would expect to, have a rain cover with those kinds of bags. So I was a little surprised to see it with the Urban Explorer. The zippers are high quality YKK zippers, as you'll find on other Shimoda camera bags. And they all have this nice little like rubberized little pull tab here that you can easily grip and zip and unzip. And the zippers, speaking of moisture, the zippers on the top of the bag up here and on the sides here as well, they have this extra little bit of weather sealing. This is something that helps block, again, rain, moisture. The back of the bag is well padded, and it also has this nylon strap here on the back, this little elastic strap, so you can use this as a luggage handle pass-through when you put the bag down on top of your luggage. And down here at the bottom, there's actually a really nice little hidden pocket that is inside of this lumbar support. So you can use this to, stash your wallet, stash a passport, stash, money, or whatever it is you happen to be stashing with you, you can stash it in there. Now, like other Shimoda camera bags, this opens from the back of the bag as opposed to the front. This uses a door hinge to open. Again, like other Shimoda bags, this is a characteristic that is unique to Shimoda bags, where you unzip it and they open from the side like so, as opposed to unzipping the entire exterior of the bag and then, the flap coming down. And it's nice. It took me, honestly, like a little bit of time to get used to at first because I was used to the whole, this thing. But I do like the door hinge, and I think it's one of the cool features of Shimoda bags, and no surprise, it's in the Urban Explorer as well. And like other Shimoda camera bags, there is a laptop sleeve inside of the back door here. There's also a laptop sleeve up here, which I'll talk more about in a minute. Inside of the bag, in the cavity of the bag, there is a core unit, and this is obviously, you know, with padded dividers and everything, and this is where you pack your camera gear. Now, the unique thing about Shimoda camera bags is that this core unit, well, you know, and all other Shimoda bags, this core unit is removable, so you can pop it out. Unlike other camera bags where it's like built directly into the bag and you have to, you know, it's kind of a pain using the bag for anything other than photography. And then you have, you know, all this empty space in here that you can use for packing clothes or whatever. If you want to use the bag as more of like a weekend bag, you're not really doing any photography, you can absolutely use the bag for that. And then the core unit just kind of sits inside of this metal. There's like a metal frame that goes around here, and it just, you know, it just sits underneath the frame so it doesn't pop out. So there's no clips, there's no like Velcro tabs or anything like that. It just sits in the bag and it stays in place. And it's a really nice design, I think. I like Shimoda core units because they have these nice large tabs that do a good job of staying in place when you get your configuration, you get your layout exactly, you know, how you want it to be. And this core unit in the Urban Explorer, because it is a smaller bag, it is a, you know, lower profile bag, it's not as deep as the other bags. This is primarily designed for mirrorless camera gear, for smaller cameras, smaller lenses. You can pack larger cameras in here. For example, this Fuji GFX 100S here. This is a chunky, beefy camera. A camera like this has a little bit of trouble with a mirrorless core unit, even though it is a mirrorless camera, because the camera body is so large. As you can see, it, you know, kind of sticks up a little bit. So with some camera bodies, you have to, you know, lay them down flat. If you have smaller mirrorless camera gear, it's, you know, it should fit fine inside of this core unit, but you may have to lay it down flat as opposed to doing it like this. I like doing it like this because then, you know, I can just reach in the bag and pull out a camera like so. I should be a little more gentle. That's just the nature of the bag because it is a smaller, slimmer, more low profile bag, but you know, just thought you might want to know that. And again, similar to other Shimoda bags, above the core unit is this empty space that you see here. And this is great because then you're able to pack, you know, kind of awkward items, you know, something like this, like a puffy jacket, something like that. You can just throw that up there in the top of the bag. And that is what you see, you know, hanging down right here. And I like this because if you've ever used like, you know, another type of camera bag that has, you know, dividers all the way around the interior, it's hard to carry items like this, right? Because you have to take dividers out, you have to make space for it. It's nice having this empty kind of catch-all space accessible through the top of the bag that is separate from the camera department. Now, up here at the top of the bag, you will see that there is a flap here that has like a little laptop symbol. So you could either put the laptop in the back door like we talked about just a minute ago, or this is another option for you. You just lift up, you know, the flap like so. And this is a 14-inch MacBook Pro here, which fits perfectly fine in through the top of the bag like so. And then it's here on the front of the bag. And the 14-inch MacBook Pro fits, you know, perfectly in this laptop sleeve in the back door. It's almost like it was made for it. It fits it really, really well. Now, laptop size is an important consideration, an important thing to think about if you are planning to order one of these bags, and if you're trying to decide between the 20, the 25, and the 30 liter, because obviously the smaller the bag, the harder it's going to be to fit a larger laptop. According to Shimoda, the 25 liter, which is the one that you see here, and the 30 liter, they can hold a laptop up to 16 inches in size, while the 20 liter, because it's a smaller bag, it can only accommodate a 14-inch laptop, which is, you know, this size of MacBook Pro here. Now, also up here at the top of the bag, there is a little zippered like mesh pocket here with some additional pockets inside of here for additional little items like SD cards, batteries, whatever it is you happen to be bringing with you. And also down in here, and this is similar to other Shimoda bags as well, there is a key ring. So you can attach this to your keys, and then when you need a place to put them and you want to make sure you don't lose them, you can clip this into that interior pocket, zip up your keys, and then you know that you're not going to lose them. I am super OCD and paranoid about losing keys, so especially when I'm out, by myself, hiking, stuff like that. So I like having a secure place to put them. And the straps on the bag are also definitely not as plush as, just for comparison, the Explorer bag here. I mean, as you can see, it is, a totally different vibe, a totally different style of a strap. But the Urban Explorer is more of a conventional, high density foam strap, which again, for a bag like this, it's perfectly fine because you're probably not going to be carrying a lot of heavy camera gear or for long periods of time. Now, unlike Shimoda's outdoor camera backpacks, the Urban Explorer does not have an adjustable harness, meaning that the shoulder straps are stitched directly into the back of the bag. There are no loops here that you'll find on their other camera bags to raise and lower the position of the shoulder strap in order to get a better fit. And there's also no waist belt either. They removed the waist belt in order to clean up the appearance of the bag. The sternum strap on the Urban Explorer is unique. It's actually different from the other Shimoda bags, and I like this sternum strap a lot because this one is magnetized. You can just clip it in like so, and it stays in place. And it's really easy when you're wearing the bag. Like I would find this when taking the bag on and off when traveling. I could just throw the bag on and quickly, magnetize this together like so. And it was really easy to do. And I like this a lot. I like this better than the, awkward clips, trying to put those together, trying to line them up just right and all that. The magnetized hook is really, really nice. And the sternum strap, by the way, is adjustable. There's a rail here on the side so you can, raise and lower where it hits you across your chest when wearing the bag. And like other Shimoda bags, by the way, the sternum strap is not removable. It is always on the bag. Some people might, prefer taking this off, but I think it's nice having it on the bag because then there's no chance of losing it. Okay, let's talk about the side of the bag. So one of the things I was really excited to see about the Urban Explorer is that this bag has two pouches. This is like a pet peeve of mine, but I've owned some other camera bags where there's only one pouch on the bag, and the design of this is really, really nice. I like it a lot because it's, as you can see, it doesn't even look like there's a pouch here. But there's a cinch, there's a little bit of elastic here that, opens up like so. And I'll just go ahead and throw one in here just to show you. So that goes in there. And then if you have a tripod, this is one made by Ulanzi. This is the 0Y. I reviewed this tripod recently on my channel if you're interested to learn more about it. This is a great size. Something like the Peak Design travel tripod would also be great here. You don't want to be carrying a big, tall tripod with, a bag that is as small as this. And while we're looking at the side of the bag here, there is side entry. Unzip this, open this up, and then you have access to your camera body and other items here through the side of the bag. And then like other Shimoda bags, if you want to, you can take this flap and stuff it into the inside of the door like so that when you open the door, then you have immediate access and you don't have to, unzip this each time. Now the pouch on the other side is a little bit different. Let me take this out. Inside the flap, we have a pocket here to be storing additional items. There are some loops here to be, putting some cables in here. And then there is this unique design feature here. This is an opening that leads into the interior of the bag. So if you wanted to, this is how I've been using it. I just snaked a lightning cable through this opening here to a power bank inside of the bag, so that then I can just plug my phone in and stick the phone in a pocket like so. And then I'm able to at any time just, put my phone in here when I'm not using it, charge it up, zip up the bag, zip up the side panel. And it's, this is a rather nice little design touch, rather nice little feature that is not available in other Shimoda bags. This is something unique to the Urban Explorer. So nice little feature. There are loads of handles on the bag. There is a side handle here for you to be, picking the bag up like so. There's also one kind of discreet one hidden up here at the top. And then my favorite one is this one down here at the bottom. Very convenient, especially when the bag is laying flat down on the ground. It's also easier when, you know, taking your bag in and out of like the back of a car or something like that. I like having that bottom handle. On the front of the Urban Explorer, there is a large pocket in here. And actually, what do I have down in here? Oh, Altoids, of course. Anyway, I thought I cleaned it all out for this video, but I guess not. And down here at the bottom, on the front of the panel, there's actually a hidden AirTag pocket down here on the front of the bag. So you have a nice little hidden spot there to be putting an AirTag or some other type of Bluetooth tracker in there. So, overall impressions here, overall opinion of the Shimoda Urban Explore. Is this a bag that you should consider if you are, you know, thinking about backing it on Kickstarter, or maybe purchasing if you're watching this at some point in the future after the Kickstarter campaign has already run its course? Well, I can tell you from, you know, based on my experience from using this bag over the past few weeks, that it's been great. I've really enjoyed using this bag. And I think part of the reason for that is because I am a Shimoda user, because I am accustomed to Shimoda bags, to the design of Shimoda bags. It just feels like a simpler, more stripped down version of one of my favorite camera bags, that of course being, you know, the Explore here. Would I want to wear this if I was going on a landscape photography trip out west or to Iceland or, you know, something like that? No, I would choose the, you know, either the Action X bag or the Explore bag for that, because those straps are much more comfortable. They have a waist belt. But when it comes to, again, for like day-to-day use and general use and like day trips and day hikes, I mean, it's a bit much. It's a little much, especially because, I don't know, when I wear it sometimes, just for like, you know, around town, you know, like leaving my house kind of a thing, I feel like I just came down off of a mountain or something when I wear this. It's just, yeah, it's just not the right bag for that. Whereas the Urban Explorer is, you know, perfect for that type of use. It's not as comfortable as the other Shimoda bags. It does not have the adjustable harness. It doesn't have those nice, you know, shoulder straps that the outdoor bags do. It doesn't have a waist belt either. But then again, you may not miss those things at all, because odds are you're probably not going to be carrying, you know, a lot of heavy stuff inside of the bag. You're not going to need that additional material and that additional fit and, you know, all that stuff. You know, it's perfectly fine, you know, for its intended audience and for its intended use. I also just really like the style of the bag. I like the black colorway. I like the size, but you can also, again, get this in 20 liter and 30 liter if you want one smaller or a little bit larger than 25 liters. And they also have that tan color too, if, you know, if black isn't your thing. If you'd like to check out the Urban Explorer over at Kickstarter, there is a link down below in the video description you may use. And there's also this handy QR code here for those of you who are viewing this on a television. Thanks to Shimoda for providing me with an Urban Explorer to create this review, and thank you to you as well for making it this far in the video. If you have any questions about the Urban Explorer or other Shimoda bags, by the way, because obviously I have experience with the other ones too, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to contact me. Always happy to answer questions and respond and share my opinion for whatever it's worth, if you care to do so. That's it for me this week. If you would like to check out another video, I would recommend, it's this way. I would recommend checking out this one here. I've been doing some traveling lately, been doing some landscape photography work out west. So if you're looking for something a little different from a product review, I would recommend checking out that video there. That's it, folks. See you next time.